Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leonie, aka Stitching Noni, and it's actually a Tuesday today, so it's the 26th of May. I was planning on actually doing my Stitch Mania week 3 update on Saturday, but yes, things sort of changed. So we got a big storm warning on, I think it was Thursday or Friday. They told us that we were going to end up with a huge massive storm system that was going to hit us on Sunday here in WA. And if I had actually sort of thought about this the other day, that I should have gone onto the newspaper and grabbed some pictures that they had on the radar and all that sort of stuff to show the storm cell, because it was actually quite huge. It extended pretty much the whole coast of WA. And from what I've heard, it was 2 systems that clashed, one of them being an ex-tropical cyclone. So it was pretty massive, and it was hitting our way. So on Saturday morning, we went out and just did a bit of a tidy up around the house and the garden. Hubby did the gutters. We have one of these lovely big plane trees on our verge. I might actually try and take a photo of it because it's looking a bit sad at the moment. It hasn't got many leaves on it. But that obviously drops its leaves at this time of the year. So we had leaves everywhere because we've had quite a bit of wind anyway. So we went out, we cleaned up all the leaves. You didn't even notice I'd done it after I did it, but still, I felt like I'd done something right. So a couple of hours, cleaned up leaves, hubby did gutters, and just a bit of an extra bit of a tidy up, put some stuff away, chairs and things and whatnot, all ready for the storm. So hence I didn't get my video done on Saturday, because by the time I'd done that in the afternoon, it just didn't feel like it. I then planned that I would do this on Sunday. So I thought, oh, if I get it in early, then I'll do it. Well, we woke up Sunday morning and it was dark already. It was windy, and I thought, oh, I don't think it's a good idea to be trying to do a video when the wind's crashing, and the storm hadn't even hit at that stage. So I thought, right, that's fine. Just cancel that whole idea and I'll try and do it, sort of sneak it in on Monday. Well, that didn't happen yesterday either. And then I thought, you know what, bugger it. I'll just do a double whammy on Saturday when I do the end of this week's. And then I was sitting here this morning and I thought, oh, I've got half an hour free. Hubby's just stepped out. He's gone to drop some stuff off to a client. And I thought, let's see what we can do. If we can do it quickly in half an hour, I can edit it during the day, sort of lunchtime or whatever, and see how we go. Let's keep our fingers crossed that this works. So this is week 3. This is my Stitch Mania update for week 3 after all that preamble. And as I mentioned, it's the 26th of May today. So it's actually the starts from the 18th through to the 22nd. I chose to do for last week a number of the free Be Well and Stitch starts. So I had those on my list as they were coming out. I picked a few here and there to start at some point. So I thought, well, Stitch Mania is a good idea. Let's just do it. Last week I got a bit sidetracked with these too, so I didn't really do any whip stitching. So I'm really behind now on my whip stitching that I wanted to do this month, but we'll see how we go. All I want to do is try and get goat load finished. That's my main task now for the end of the month. So, but that will be talked about in the proper update on when I do it. I'll do an update probably next Monday to close out May. So what did we stitch on? What did I choose to stitch on? So some of these I won't actually be able to show you a real photo, like a chart thingy, because it's an actual, just the chart. Some, if I can get what it's going to look like, say off a designer's website, I'll pop in, you know, a little bit of a picture. Otherwise I'll try and hold the chart sort of way back. But yeah, they are free, so you can get them from the designers' websites in most cases, or around on their Facebook pages and stuff. So my first one that I chose, and this one was on my list pretty much as soon as this came out, and she actually produced it as a chart pack to download. So this is the Be Well from the Drawn Thread. I absolutely adore this. I just think it is so cute. So this was the first one I decided to start. Now, she has got suggested DMC. I went into my Jodery stash and I decided I would actually stitch the words in a Jodery Designs thread. And this one is called Green Dragon. And it is, if I can just sort of undo it without getting too tied up, it's a mixture of greens and bluey sort of greens. So I thought that would actually look quite nice, given that it's supposed to be a green, well, she's designed it as green words. So that was my first bit. So that's the only thread that I've picked so far for this particular design. And we started this on Monday night, and I've just picked a very plain piece of even weave. It's like a taupe, well, it's not taupe, what would you call it? It's beige, I suppose. Beigey, grey, sort of indescribable colour. And that's all I've done. Just started the words, which was the B. So the E was in the middle, and then I've just worked my way back. And I did 111 stitches for that one. So that's my start. I will bring that out again because I actually really enjoyed stitching. It's funny. I haven't stitched in Jodery threads for so long, and I've been sitting there for ages recently when I was doing some stash clear out and thinking, oh, maybe I should just sell these because really I'm not using them. Maybe I should just get rid of them. But now I've used them, it's like, oh, I actually really do like these. I'm going to have to find some more charts that I can use them with. So that was start number 11 of 20 for Stitch Mania. Start number 12 for Stitch Mania was another lovely Be Well. Now this one I can sort of show you what the finished design is like, but it's the Cottage Garden sampling one. So again, there's another one that I absolutely fell in love with when it came out. She designed it with two colorways, so a darker, she's done it like in a blues, or if you wanted, she's given 3865 to do the bird in 3865. Again, I'm using my own sort of colours, but I am using the white bird, so I'm going to do 3865 for the bird. I'm doing this one on a 32 count opal Belfast Silver Springs by Colour Cascade fabric. So this is just a piece of that I had left over from when I did my I Do the other day. When I finished I Do, this was the leftover piece that I had. So I've started the little birdie. So a little bit of a 3865 birdie. And all I managed on that was 154 stitches. Is that it? Yeah, 154. And that's my little birdie. Doesn't it look gorgeous? I think it's absolutely so sweet. Really like this. So that was start number 12 for Stitch Mania. Then we moved along, and on Wednesday I made a start on a chart. Now I don't have like a stitched up version of this, so I'm going to hold it way back. You can't really see it because, you know, but it is a freebie. It's on the Lizzie Kate website, so if you want to go to Lizzie Kate. So this one's called Be Kind, Be Happy, Be Well. She's given suggestions in DMC and Weeks Dye Works. I decided to do something completely different, and to be honest, I'm not sure. This might end up having to have a restart because I've chosen a number of joderies for this. So my first one is I'm doing in Lion's Courage, which is oranges and browns. Can't really see them. So oranges and browns. So that was my first thought. And then I've chosen a couple of other joderies. So Neapolitan, which is pinks, yellows and browns. And then Cookies and Creams, which is cream and brown. So I've sort of, you know, done a bit of a mix up with that. And then I started it, and this is why I think I'm going to restart this. I like the colours I've chosen. I'm just not sure if I've chosen the right fabric. In fact, you're not even going to be able to see, I don't think. So that was my start. So that was in the Lion's Courage. So my thinking is, I'm going to have to show the chart a little bit, but we'll hold it back. So the E's, so what they've done is when she's designed it, each word is, so the the middle word is one particular colour, but then the other two words are the same colour as the big B. So my thinking is going to be, the E's are all going to be in a yellow tinge, because they've all got yellow. Well, not all of them got yellow, but I'm going to do all the E's in yellow. And then the second word will be in the mix of colours. So probably these two, my thinking was going to be that they would most likely be in the Neapolitan, most likely, but I may change my mind, or I might do them in the cookies and cream. So then my thinking is the bit that's around here, the fill-in, I was going to do in a very, very pale yellow and do the big B in brown. But this is why I'm thinking I think I need to change the fabric, because I don't think it's actually going to work. So it's going to go on the back burner for a little while I have a think about it. So the fabric I've actually chosen is 32 count Belfast, called Misty Mountain Hop from Colour Cascade Fabrics. Yeah, so the option is I keep this fabric and still have the purple, and keep the orange in what I've done, and I completely change the rest of the colours and maybe move it into a more orange and purples or something. And so maybe do that. So yeah, so the thinking on that one is changing. As it does. As it does. So we'll see. So I did do 107 stitches on that while I was, and I was really quite enjoying the way it was coming out, but yeah, it was just, I just don't know if that stands out enough on that fabric. So maybe I just change, I don't know. We'll see next time we pull it out. Okay, so Thursday, this is one I was really excited to start. And I started it on Thursday. So what I'll do is, I haven't got a colour printout of it, so I'll put a picture of the designer's stitched bit so you'll see what it is. But it's You Be Well by Shepherd's Bush. So I was really excited to start this because it's so cute, and it leads into what I'm doing this week. So I did 136 stitches on that on Thursday night. So what I'll do is I will put a picture of where, if I've got a picture, I'll put a picture of what it looked like at the end on Thursday night. You probably get where I'm going with this, aren't you? Because if I'm not showing you what it is, it probably means I've finished it. Correct? Correct. I finished it. So I worked on it on Thursday night. I did my start on Friday for one of the Be Wells. And then I did some more stitches on You Be Well on Friday. I then pulled it out on Saturday and I did some more stitches on Friday's start and You Be Well. And I finished this on Sunday. I couldn't put it down. I just had to keep stitching it. And it's now done. And it's a little tiny weeny thing. So I've done this on 36 count Oaken. Picture this plus. And here's my You Be Well. Isn't it just adorable? I think it is just adorable. So beautiful. So I essentially did do everything in DMC. So there's no weeks in that. So I was able to do, the gold was 3046, which was correct. The olive, which is the lighter colour leaves, I needed 371 and I didn't have that, so I just did it in 370. The grass and the leaf going up and the stem was 3011, which I had, so I did that. 822 is the replacement for parchment, which is obviously the white and the white in the flower. 642 was, what was 642? Oh, 642 is the sheep, of course. So it's the other part of the sheep, the grey bits in the sheep. Now, I had 844, which is the legs and the back stitching and his face. And then, yeah, the back stitching on the bee, little tiny bee. And then this was where I had the dilemma. So I didn't have either the weeks for the heart and the flower or the suggested DMC. So I changed it, and I did the pink of, what did I do? Oh, 3721 for the flower and 3708 for the love hearts. I think that came out quite well. And it's so tiny. So tiny. But it's done. So cute. Can't actually see it unless I bring it up close, can you? Disappears on the fabric when I bring it back, but that's okay. And I don't know what I'll do with that yet. Turn it into a little pin cushion maybe. But yeah. So I was really pleased to get that finished, because that sort of, you know, one more finish counteracts all these 20 starts that I'm having. So that was Thursday's start and Sunday's finish. So if I had have recorded on Saturday or Sunday, you wouldn't have known that was finished until I did my update video at the end of the month. So you got a sneak peek, didn't you? Got a sneak peek. Okay, so Friday. So Friday I had actually, and I don't have it. I do have it. It's just over there. So Friday, my plan was I wanted to start the Barbara Anna light, because I just think that is just absolutely adorable. I haven't done any Barbara Anna. That was actually my first Shepherd's Bush, and I was planning to do my first Barbara Anna as part of this. But by the time I got ready on Friday and started going through my threads, I didn't have hardly, I think I had one thread of the suggested threads, and this was like 5 o'clock Friday night, and I thought, you know what, I just cannot sit here and try and work out what might work with this and what might work. So I just went, you know what, I'll order the threads and I'll keep that up to do a bit later on down the track. So I'm really quite looking forward to doing that one. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'll pop a little picture up so you can see what it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. So then I had to think, well, what other ones have I got in the Be Well freebie list that I could potentially start that would be easy enough to do? And I remembered that I had found one that I thought was quite cute and that I really should start. And that was the Cricket collection. So again, I just have the chart. There's no stitched model of it. This is one of the kisses that the Cricket collection does. So it's currently a freebie on the Cricket collection website. So snaffle over there quick and grab it, because her freebies go up, and then obviously when she takes them down, they're not available the proper way again. So I made a start on this. So I started this on Friday night, and on Friday night I managed to get in only 86 stitches. So the reason why, and I'll pop it, I think I took a photo of what I did on Friday night. If I did, it'll be up in there. But the reason why is I was working on You Be Well most of the day when I was on a call, and I had to get 26 stitches into Pomegranate Santa to finish off one of my daily 30 tasks. So I had to quickly do that, and then by the time I started this was getting quite late, but I did manage to get 86 stitches in. And then on Saturday I did another 375 stitches on it, and this is where it's at now. So this is on a Colour Cascade fabric. It was in one of the grab bags, like the off-cut ones that she does. So it's only, I don't know what it is. I think it's one of her raspberry berets or something. It is a 32, I think, from memory. But it's an opal Lugana. And that's as far as I've got with my little comfort kiss. So cute. He really is adorable. So that is all in 3865, all of that white. So we've managed to put in a little bit of his mouth, only tiny, but yeah, I just wanted to on Saturday at least have something that looks like I've had some significant progress on it. So yeah, quite pleased with that in the end. So that one will pop away for a few days now. I won't be working on that again for a while probably. So that brought us up to 15 starts out of 20 for week 3. So as you know, I mentioned I wanted to do my Shepherd's Bush 2000 Years Ago series, and of the 8 designs that go in that series. And I I am so thankful to the universe because I had a fairy godmother who very kindly has lent me a copy, well, her copy of the first design. So I've started that so that I can get that back to her. So I did that last night. We started, and I'm not going to show it to you until I've done my weekly lot on it. So, but oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous. So obviously once I've finished that, I want to get that, at least that one finished quickly so that I can get that chart back to her rather than keep it hanging around. But thank you, my fairy godmother, for giving me that chart and lending it to me. That was so awesome. So now I will do the 5 of those, and then I'll have just 3 more to do. So that will probably stay out, not so much in June because I need to focus on some whips in June. So it will possibly come out again in July or August because I would like to try and get that finished for the end of the year. It looks awesome. And I've just decided to go straight down. I knew in my box of colour Cascade I had some more long skinny pieces, which were just when she does the studio sessions and sells her offcuts. And I found a piece I'm hoping will look really nice. It looks nice so far, so let's keep our fingers crossed that as I go back down the line, it will look really nice, and then I'll just hopefully make it into a wall hanging for Christmas. So yeah, so that's it. So that's my wrap up of week 3. I will definitely be back over the weekend to wrap up week 4. And we have a public holiday on Monday here, so my aim is to record my May update, which a lot of it you would have seen in these, but there is a couple of other little things because I've had some other finishes throughout May. So I will do a whole big little run through on the 1st of June and update you then. So thanks for that watching. Don't know why I said thanks for that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing my tribute to the Be Well and Stitch designers who kindly gave us so many freebies out there. These are just a bunch of some of the ones I want to do. Eventually I'd like to do a few more, but these were just the first 5 that I've chosen to do. And yeah, I'll be back again soon. So take care, happy stitching, stay well, be kind, be happy, and I'll talk to you soon. See you in a week or so. Catch you later. Bye.